Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Vinnie, with the Big Break Contest. And yet again, we're getting down to the final stretch. We're going to meet another band here from the Bethlehem, Easton, Allentown, let's just say Lehigh Valley, right? What's up, Robert from Fauxtrot? How are you, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Nice talking with you. We were just talking before the cameras were rolling. I said, hey, you spent a lot of time in Easton. You should go over to the Crayola factory with your band and get your own crayon, named after your band, right? There you go. So for those who do not know anything about your band, you guys are fairly new to the scene, and tell us, how did it all start for you guys?
Yeah, so for our band, it started at the start of quarantine, actually. My friend, who I've been friends with for a couple of years, we played just for fun kind of music together. And we decided that during the quarantine that we should sort of get down to business and write music together. So virtually, we just kind of he would play riffs online and I would sing over the riffs, and we kind of wrote a whole EP sort of doing that. And then up until, when quarantine started, for about a year and a half, we were just sort of writing, and then we got together after that for the first time to play the songs live. We had a drummer who was helping us out too, and it was so cool to kind of have that experience, because I've never written music virtually like that before. And then about a month and a half ago, we played our first show as a band, but we've been a band for 2 years. So a lot of that time was spent writing and scheming and doing all that.
Yeah, and you're like, wait, we actually have to perform in front of a crowd now? That's scary.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So, just you never know what can come out of, things that might seem like everything's down, but, there's always positivity, just the way you look at it. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us, your background as a musician and what you do in the band, and where did you, from this time you got started till now, what was your background?
God, so I'm going to start by saying I'm the most unorthodox musician that I think you'll ever meet. I never was trained or played instruments really growing up. I was always kind of singing, but I didn't necessarily know exactly what I was doing for the whole time. But I guess I just kind of figured it out. I've had a teacher for the past 4 years who's kind of helped guide me and really open my eyes to oh, this is how you do this. Okay. Having that perspective was huge for me. And then just trying to play in bands and doing that for the past couple of years, the past 4 years, has been huge for me, because it's when you're not used to sort of playing in front of people or, making mouth noises in front of random people, it's kind of strange. But I've figured it out. And with my band Fauxtrot now, we've sort of been together for about 2 years or so, but my guitarist and I have been friends for about 3 years. We've been playing together for 3 years, and my background is basically I started doing this probably 4 or 5 years ago at this point, just experimenting with music. And I had to teach myself how to play guitar, because our issue with my bands going through the process was that we couldn't keep a guitarist for some reason. That was always the rotating sort of person coming in and out of the band. And I just got sick of it, and I was like, all right, I'll just play guitar. But in my band now, I don't really play guitar. I just sing. But if I had to, I can now play guitar. So.
Hey, there you go. That's always fun. And I think it's difficult as a vocalist, and you're trying to decode basically what's in your brain to the other fellow musicians, and you're going, well, I want the song to sound like this, and they're looking at you going, it's coming out. So how do we transfer that to music? Sometimes it's hectic and crazy. So,
yeah.
This competition is very unique. You have to make a music video, and you have to put 3 elements in the video that are required. And, that's what the fun part about it is. There's always challenges along the road here. But I want you to talk about, being a new band and now having to put out your first music video DIY style. And how are you guys going to tackle that?
So I guess how we're going to tackle it, we have this idea for one of the songs that we recorded Do you want to know like specifically?
Well, we don't want no
want?
spoilers. We don't want no spoilers, but just what the process is gonna be like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I guess just based on the theme of one of the songs we were gonna do, it just had a certain feel to it, and the location that we kind of want to film it and that we're gonna film it kind of all tied together. And I kind of brought the idea to the band. They were like, "Yeah, that seemed like a really interesting idea and really cool." And I just think like having the support like I've had, like it's been hard to find supportive bandmates through this whole process, but now in the band that I'm in now, everyone's on board, everyone's super supportive, so it's kind of nice to like have these weird, crazy ideas and someone's like, yeah, let's try it. Because I think that's what makes the writing process awesome, and also the creative aspect with like music videos and photo shoots and all of that. It's very creative, very open. So that's kind of how it's worked out for us with planning and sort of creating.
Nice. Now, for those who don't know and they're thinking Fauxtrot, what type of band is that, and how did you come up with the name?
So Fauxtrot is like a progressive rock band, I would say. We kind of have elements of like pop music, R&B music, post-hardcore music, because that's what inspires a lot of us. We actually kind of met with a mutual. I met my guitarist, him and I started the band online because we were like, who wants to start like it's called Swancore or progressive rock band. He posted on Instagram and I had no idea who he was, and I was like, well, I do. And I was like, but where do you live? And he was like, New Jersey. And I'm like, oh, I live in Pennsylvania, but like, where in New Jersey do you live? And then I realized he didn't live that far from me, so we got together and like I knew it clicked immediately, but we didn't start the band until a year later. But that's kind of how we started. And when we were thinking about names and things, Foxtrot is essentially, it's a type of dance, and it's like a waltz kind of dance, but the theme of our band was like, we have that side of like our music can be dancey, our music can be unpredictable, so it's sort of like this unpredictable dance.
Kind of like the weather in Pennsylvania, right?
You got it. East Coast weather, man. You got it. Nailed it.
Awesome. That is great. Well, we wish you best of luck, and we look forward to hopefully catching a show soon. And if people want more information, you have a Facebook page. You're posting videos, pictures, and a whole lot more. So where can people go to learn more about your band?
Yeah, so we're on Instagram. It's Fauxtrot. It's spelled this way. So FAUX_, or Fauxtrot, FAUXTROT_band. That's our Instagram. And then on Facebook, it's just Fauxtrot. And then that's where you can find all of our sort of updates, what we're doing on there.
There you go. Make sure you guys go to the Big Break official website to vote if you want to go and check out their video that they submitted. And hopefully we'll see you guys at the live show. And Robert, it was nice talking to you today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you guys all soon.
Dude, thank you so much.